Hey y'all, it is December. No, it's not. I keep saying that. Yeah. I ain't used to it, but we're in 2025. It's actually January the 4th, and I do expect any number of chaos and calamity to ring out and to be blamed on law-abiding citizens such as white supremes out here. It's going to be all lies. It's been all lies. I don't know is how certain I am, but I'm pretty damn certain, right? False flags and whatnot, right? It's all perfect timing, isn't it? All right. But I'm not actually here to talk about shenanigans, right? We might a little bit, but that's not what I came for, actually. As you're seeing my face way over here to the left, and then meanwhile, what you're seeing is the AlexJonesStore.com, right? For all what they got to offer right now. I'm actually gonna have to get abreast of it myself because I'm not sure what exactly they got up in the store. I'm a VIP member. I pay for membership. So I ought to get up in there. I'm about due for another order in order to save. I mean, because you pay $30 to be a member, right? But when you're a member, and you get enough supplements, you'll save more, well more than $30. And that's the whole point. All right. Is you wind up saving money, that is, if you're spending money over there on the AlexJonesStore.com. All right. It's kind of how it works, there's a affiliate program going on. And, the way it works is that you put the word out every which way you can through whatever means that you feel is appropriate for yourself. The word out. People can click on links. People could go to the AlexJonesStore.com and buy to their heart's content. But I gotta let you know, although it's a good price, pretty good value, pretty damn good value, good price. Stuff is kind of expensive, all right, especially for somebody who has not been sold on the product yet. It might be a little bit more difficult, all right, because of the price of the products, right? But thing is, I gotta let you know, it's already being a customer of the AlexJonesStore.com. If you take advantage of the discounts that are freely given, you wind up hitting less than it is what it's actually marked as the price. All right. So some of the perks, all right? So a guy like me, myself, um, as I'm already kind of sold on the quality that Alex Jones is known to bring, it doesn't this you don't have to sell me on it. I already am down. And so therefore I will dedicate myself and therefore, actually wind up saving a bunch of money on these here products when it comes to somebody who's new, who's never gone from the AlexJonesStore.com. Maybe they might only wanna buy a thing, well, one thing that they happen to have. Oh, they've been hearing about this thing, and just so happens Alex Jones has it up in his store. Well, they might be highfalutin, these people, who knows? It's all sort of people of all sort of different backgrounds. I'm sure there might be some highfalutin people they're hearing all day about the sea moss. Everybody's going crazy about the sea moss. There's always fads like that. That's not to say that sea moss or Irish sea moss is anything to cough at or anything. It's just to say, gosh, certain things are like certain things just go super extra stupid viral, and you gotta wonder why. How come all of a sudden it's sea moss? It used to be quinoa seeds. It used to be all sort of flax powder, and it still is. Right. But certain things get very, very famous at a certain time, so you could take advantage. No, take advantage. Give it a shot. Somebody at sea moss. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now, while I have a little time, I see clearly right now. I'm on a StreamYard screen, and it's got the AlexJonesStore.com, like, all up in most of the screen. So I have to assume that if I click to the other tab, I'm not gonna be able to see the StreamYard screen, but I'll assume it's gonna keep me to be live. Alright, so let me click over one time real quick. See, right now I clicked over it. In fact, if this is all working, you can see my arrow even. I wonder if you can see my arrow right now, little circles, right? Click back, and it seems that I'm still live. It appears that this is all going great. Oh, we got Bart the Garbage Man. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if you got time or whatever, but if you do, this is what you're especially the man to holler at because Bart was also trying to get in with the affiliate program. All right. Mind you, in the whole scheme of things, it's not a bad idea. It's actually a pretty good idea. However, there are going to be some things that need to be worked out, I'm sure, in order to get, a thriving little side business, nothing to make you rich. Me personally, I was like, man, dude, if I could sell enough InfoWars products or AlexJonesStore.com products. If I could sell enough, perhaps I won't have to buy my own. That's my dream come true, to be honest with you. If I didn't have to buy my own, just like little kids back when they start selling reefer, like typically they just want to smoke reefer for free. That's what I want to do. All right. Because it's going to take some sort of technique. For example, one thing I thought about in my head was, and I actually heard Alex Jones say this before, but he was talking about people who already have podcasts. There's people out there who, like, for example, might have podcasts, and perhaps they have a couple thousand subscribers, right? Which is a lot. It's also not a lot to YouTube. If it's your career, no, it's not a lot. To any normal regular person, 2,000 is a lot of people who are subscribed to you. So therefore, if you had a podcast, say you already had one and it's burgeoning, well, you could just throw in, hey, this about the sea moss, or you could talk about the energy gummies, you could talk about the sleep gummies. You already have an audience. They might just be for example, you have a podcast, you talk about whatever. So the people in your audience, maybe they've been hearing about sea moss. Maybe they're like, dude, what's up with this stuff about the sea moss? You happen to mention in your podcast this and that about the sea moss and how they can get it. Barfine told me earlier today that actually the sea moss is out of stock. That means it's popular, all right? That's one thing to say right now. It's like, dude, this sea moss, like, for example, I have ideas in my head. They might be good and they might be bad. I want to just throw them at people. For example, if the sea moss, if you can't get it right now, it would make sense to me. That's kind of a selling point right there when you think about it. It's like you can't even get it. It's like Alex Jones products are the number one tippity tip top all the time. And so is the CMOS. Even you hear about CMOS all day. Alex Jones can't even sell you CMOS right now. It's all sold out, dude. Everybody bought the shit out of the CMOS. Dude, people are going ravenous for the AlexJonesStore.com CMOS to the point is you can't even buy it no more. Right? And I'll let you know when they get some in stock, dude. It's sold out. I don't know how it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get sold out again and again and again. You're gonna have to jump on it. Next time you hear me say the word CMOS, please jump on it 'cause it's gonna sell out. All right. I'll have you know. That is a selling out. You could pre-order, but like me personally, I don't like to pre-order. I there's people out there who do like to pre-order. I don't know. Not me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But say if you were listening to a podcast or there's somebody on the internet that you're getting information from, Barfine would know, dude, he's got these channels and stuff. He's got max subscribers. You're not gonna want to like, I don't know. I mean, you could ask him if they want to pre-order, and maybe 1 out of 10 people will want to pre-order. Most people won't because they're just gonna. If they're like me, I'm gonna find a different place and give it to me right now. I need it right now. If I wanted to pull a trigger, I'm not gonna want to pull a trigger in a metaphorical sense next week. I want it now. And so if they're dedicated to you or whatever, if you're constantly giving them information, so I'll let you know the day CMOS comes back. Trust me, keep abreast. Put the damn alarm thing on, put the notices and all that stuff. Subscribe to me and double subscribe to me, dude. I'll tell you exactly when the CMOS come in. All right. Stuff like that. Somebody else mind you, I don't know shit about selling, to be honest with you. So if I try to come off like I'm a selling person, no, I'm not. I tried to get a job selling solar one time and failed miserably. So it's just an idea. Bart, the garbage man said, can't get ultimate CMOS anywhere else. That's interesting. What makes it ultimate? The thing is, I'm sure it's called Ultimate for a reason, but that's why today I want to dedicate offline or like not while I'm doing a live stream. I want to dedicate some research. Why is it called Ultimate? How come it's better than everything else? Because chances are it is better than everything else. But why is it? And I want to be able to articulate why they need to come here with freaking wasting all their money somewhere else. You're gonna spend more money for inferior CMOS. Is that what you're gonna do? So scared? Hell no. I'll let you know. I'll pull the trigger. Plus, there's all sort of other stuff too, as well. There's not, and Barfine made this parent earlier today. He's telling me it's not, the selection is lacking. If you compare it to the heyday of the InfoWarsStore.com, for example, selection was out of this world, dude. It was like everything you could possibly want because Alex Jones can get it. You know, some people who can give it to you, but especially since COVID, like supply chains, they'll break down. Some people will refuse to sell to Alex Jones simply because he is Alex Jones when they find out. And for different various financial reasons, it's kind of apparent if you listen to Alex enough that why exactly the selection isn't how it's been. It's just what it is. Selection isn't how it's been, all right? But if we can get the steam rolling, we can get the pistons pumping, perhaps we would be able to get the selection up. In fact, I think that would be the only way that's even possible, even in these times. All right, it's the best of times and the worst of times. So I'm going to come back to the screen. I'm going to check out and see if there's any more comments from the man the Bart the garbage man. Who I don't know. To me, he's looking like the Graham Reaper or something up in his icon. I don't know if y'all could see that. I don't think y'all could see the live stream comments if it's on the recording. You probably can't see what I'm talking about, but so what I'm gonna do right now, I am gonna check for the comments, but for right now, I'm gonna jump back and forth. I'm gonna go on to the AlexJonesStore.com, and I do believe you'll be able to see what it's looking at, and perhaps you'll be able to see my mouse even and what I'm pointing at. Hopefully, that is the case. All right, so now I'm over here on the AlexJonesStore.com, and I do wonder if you could see my mouse, but there really is no way to find out right now. But you can see what I'm looking at. And it says get 5 free entries to win our 2024 Ford 250 and 20% off of all our supplements. So that's the thing. They kind of have a high price, but if you're familiar, say like with InfoWarsStore.com, they're always running sales. So if you know how to time it right, you get stuff on sale price, and I time it right every time, dude. For the years now, it's like gosh, really depends on who you are. Maybe you want to, of course, you want to give money to the effort, to the movement. But a guy like me, I never had much money. I and so I want to get stuff on sale, dude. I want to get stuff on sale. I'm sorry about it. Sometimes I even just donate money to InfoWars just to be like a thank you because it's in my blood to go after the sale. I have to go after the sale. I have all the time. And like it says right here, Alex Jones got involved with some people who run websites like this. I forget if it's like Bigley.com or something like that. They're known for doing this, putting these things together. Basically, amongst other things, probably they get behind certain content creators and they'll give them like links and this and that, kind of be a sponsor of whatever, of supplements, for example, like you have right here. T-shirts, apparel, that sort of stuff, hats, hoodies, and stuff like that. They sell all that too. And we're back to actually take a look at that. And I don't know what's all the variety of. I guess it depends on what internet personality brought you to these guys as to what exactly they're going to sell to you. What's the demographic of this particular audience? What are they looking for? Real quick, just because I'm looking at it, the supplements that I'm seeing right now, definitely would. I think people will find that very appealing, especially if they're not like into supplements yet, or perhaps if they try supplements, just not the best, and they want some of the best, right? That could be the case. Right. So we got Sleepy Gummy right here. I've been taking. I've been trying to get this whole selection. I actually got most of it, to be honest, because it's been out for a little while. So I've been copying this and that here and there while I can. The sleep gummies. Some people out there have sleep issues. I don't, but I do find that sleep gummies, especially when it got the melatonin, and they'll be sometimes putting in like lavender or whatever, like a couple different other things in order to cause you to sleep good. Shout out to my man Bar Fine. See, he told me one time about the reasons why he doesn't sleep very good, and I thought that was pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of people out there with that sort of story and stuff why they don't sleep very good, but perhaps the gummies would help. I don't know if Bar Fine's tried the gummies. I find them very good. I can sleep pretty good by myself. I do notice the difference that the gummies add, and I gotta say, make you fall asleep real good. That's why you took them. But the gummy itself, it's because I already had gummies that I was buying from like HEB, which were great. They did the job. They were delicious. They're little tiny little gummies. And I enjoyed that. All right. But I switched over to these gummies right here that Alex Jones is serving because they gave me the same effects. They're around the same price, anyways. And actually, they're like more enjoyable. Anyone's had these gummies. You got the sleep gummies and you got the energy gummies. And I've gotten both of those. Anybody who's gotten to these two particular gummies, they're interesting, aren't they? I don't know if Barfine's got to either one of these companies, but they're interesting. Barfine, he was talking about that he's too broke to buy. See, exactly, man. Some people are broke as hell. And that's why, they got to get that sell, right? So you notify. That's another way to get at people. Let them know when something's on sale, right? Because we know the prices are high. So you let them know when stuff's on sale, when they can get it. They'll probably get it because it's on sale. Right. But okay, when you get around, if you get some money scraped up, man, if you make enough sales where they'll send you out a bag. I do encourage the gummies. I got some questions about the gummies, and I actually going to save that until another time. But I do have some questions about the gummies, and we're gonna address that at another time. Other than that, I was thoroughly impressed with both of them. It's a sizable gummy, all right? It's about this big of a size of a gummy. It's bigger than an average gummy, and it's kind of hard to describe. It's delightful. It's almost hard to describe because I don't think I've ever had a gummy like it. I can truly tell you that with these 2 gummies in particular, I don't think I've had a gummy that's like it. It's almost it really isn't, but it's almost like a gusher. You remember those gushers back when you were a little kid? I don't know if anybody got weirded out by that, but I love those little gushers were awesome. You chew into it and then it spray like liquid candy in your mouth. For however that sounds, I was a fan of it. The thing about these gummies is it's not liquid like a gusher, but it's more moist and it's even more delicious on the inside for some reason. And it's almost like a gusher. It will remind you of a gusher, except it's bigger. And I look forward to it just for that reason. It's like a little nice little treat. And I don't know how weird it's because I said it sprays in your mouth. These gummies were not gonna spray in your mouth like a gusher would, even though I do enjoy gushers. No daddy, but I do enjoy the gushers. These gummies aren't gonna spray in your mouth like that, but it's something about it. They're more soft and they're just like almost gooey with gumminess in a good way. In a good way. And the sleep gummies have not let me know, but actually the energy gummies, I gotta let y'all know, make a whole video dedicated to the energy gummies. People out there doing whatever and sucking down whatever kind of liquids to get their energy kicks. These energy drinks out here. I'm more particular when it comes to that stuff because I really, really, really want to know about the ingredients. So I want to holler at Alex, or I wanna holler I wanna make sure everything in the ingredients is totally legit. That being said, the best, especially the energy gummies, like the best. uh, I, I don't know if that type of candy, like, or maybe the best candy that I've ever had. I don't know. And the best gummy, let's put it like that. The best gummy that I think I ever had is this energy gummy right here. Out of all the gummies, and I'm becoming like more and more of a fan of gummies. I don't know about y'all, but back in the day when they were starting first starting to come out with everything in gummy form, I looked at it like kinda like suspicious of it. Like maybe it's not good. If it's in a gummy, in my mind I'm thinking maybe it's just not as good as this stuff that I get in the capsules or I get in this and that extract and stuff like that. I was very um blasé when it comes to the gummies, but now I am 100% on the gummy train, dude. I love gummies, for however it sounds right now, I can't get enough of the gummies now, and I'm starting to switch over to wherever I can, whatever it is that I'm getting gummy form. I'm enjoying it that much. But with the energy gummies, it's interesting. They got the flavor of, strawberry lemonade, okay? Does that sound pretty good? I think it's pretty good. Pretty damn good flavor. And like I said, when you bite into it, it's like a big gummy, and you bite into it. In fact, I might even be able to grab some. Alright. So you get an idea. Even though like my whole entire screen is pretty small right now. I actually have the gummies in my hand. See how big it is in my fingers? I wonder if you can see that. Uh, all right, yeah. Look at this gummy. And I know it's real close to the camera, but in comparison to my fingers, that's a pretty big gummy right here. And you know what? Since it's kind of early in the day, we're gonna do something I have never even done before. All right. So we're gonna call Guinness, call Ripley's, but we're gonna do this live on air. And what I want to do is I just want to bite it in half, and I want to take a look at the insides. I've never done it. Like I said, it's not gonna gush out like a gusher, but there's something about it, the inside of it. It's gonna make you wanna go to a Diddy party. It's gonna make a Diddy party sound kinda fun. Mm, gosh, I'm very like, my screen is not very big right now, but I bit the gummy in half, and if you can see well enough, look, I'm gonna put it real close to the camera. The outside is, like, coated with, like, a sugary stuff. It's straight gummy and delicious. But the inside, you notice is darker and stuff. Almost looks more, like, moist. It is more moist. It's delicious. I only ate half of it. I wonder if I should even eat the other half because I had a whole gummy earlier today. I It's kinda early, and so it shouldn't be too big of a problem, but delicious, and I only ate half of it. There's a whole other half of deliciousness that I could have had right now. Just off the chain, dude. I've never had a gummy so good, alright? Just it's never ever happened. Like, real quick, I do wanna mention that they're actually turning a lot of stuff into gummies these days, man. So here, it's got a certain selection. Some of the stuff is sold out. Barfine let me know the CMOS sold out. You just can't get none, right? You want to get an inferior product or whatever. I seen it at HEB. Go to HEB and get whatever. But next time this comes back in the stock, probably want this. It's in the capsules form. Thing is, I happen to know that they're also putting it in the gummy form. That might also be. Barfine told me it's sold out. Both those are sold out. But the next time it comes back up, dude, I'm going for gummies. I'm going for the sea moss gummies. Did you know sea moss? If you didn't know, a lot of people are saying that it attacks parasites and kills negative parasites in your body. You might not know it's there. All right, this is what people use it for. Not only that, Alex Jones keeps on saying that it's a good source of iodine, which I already take iodine supplements. So think about it. If I were to get the sea moss gummies and start taking them, I can go back and forth between that iodine. See, I'm already kind of saving money. I already have an iodine supplement. If I take the sea moss, that already takes care of my iodine fix, and then also it's in there killing off parasites and stuff like that. A super duper food, if you know what I'm talking about. But I sold out, but it's coming back, and it's probably not gonna take very long, all right? So everybody should be I am on the edge of my seat for it. I don't care if you're excited, I'm very excited about it. This one right here, I still don't know if you can see my mouse, but I imagine that you can, and I'm circling the ultimate hydro forest. And I wanna give you a little review about that. Thing is, I bought one, and I have it. I have not used it yet, but I do look forward to using it. In fact, I might break it open this weekend because I really do look forward to using it. In the meantime, see what it is. Alex Jones explained that what it is a multivitamin, which of course, I mean, that's one of the staples, one of the basics that everybody takes. It's a multivitamin. It's going to be a super multivitamin. I mean, going by the history of Alex Jones, it's going to be super off the hook. Right? But more than that, it's actually an electrolyte mix. A lot of people might know that electrolytes are like the big thing now. People keep talking about electrolytes all the time. Um, it's necessary. In fact, if your electrolytes are not up, you're not going to be capable of being your athletic best and stuff like that. If you got to do something physical, the electrolytes are going to help. Now, most multivitamins, even the ones that are in powdered form, because some come in like capsules and stuff like that. Even the powder forms, you're not gonna have electrolytes in there. For whatever reason, people didn't really not too many people have thought to put those 2 things together. And maybe it's hard to put those 2 things together because you only really need a little tiny bit of the electrolytes. What is it? Magnesium, and we're talking science talk, dude. We're talking about, I think, potassium and certain things that create salts. It's a saltiness. Those are electrolytes. Gatorade and all that stuff's been using it for a long time. That's what that is. So, but people don't mix it with multivitamins. Me personally, I got right now, you can see on the screen. Let me see it. Let me see if you can see it. I got a little bit of this left. And what this was is earlier I got some of actually the vitamin mineral fusion, which I've been on off and on for years. Whenever it's available, the vitamin mineral fusion used to be available at InfoWarsStore.com. I don't know what's going on in InfoWarsStore.com no more at all. So I'm afraid to actually go there, but okay, I think the vitamin mineral fusion is I want to say it's even available probably at Dr. Jones Naturals maybe. We're gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit later. But like I was saying, I use the vitamin mineral fusion. I like it. It's pretty good. And you put it in this water and it's pretty good by itself. It's nice and kind of flavorful. What I personally like to do is I'll squeeze a little tiny bit of lemon to add some citrus to it. And if I'm feeling extra fancy, I'll put a little bit of salt in it. Like I got pink Himalayan salt, and you put a little bit of that salt in it. Mm, not only does it taste pretty good, but it really gets you fired up. All right. You don't necessarily need an energy drink with caffeine. If you were to have the multivitamin with a little bit of salt and you add it yourself and a squeeze of lemon, you don't even need no energy drink. You can get it all fired up. But here's the thing. When it comes to the Hydroforce, which I have not tried yet, I'm kind of eager to do it actually now, is they mix it for you. You don't have to mix it. It's already mixed. You get all that stuff. And I'm looking forward to it. The Ultimate Sambucus. At first, I didn't know what the hell a Sambucus was, but I do believe they're talking about elderberry. And I do have one of these gummies. See, I've been getting on the gummy train, y'all. I love these damn gummies, dude. Because first of all, you're giving your body nourishment and stuff, and then secondly, at different times throughout the day, I get to give myself a little gummy treat, dude. It's amazing. But I've especially been doing these elderberries. I've been switching off from this to Sambucus, and I've been switching off doing quercetin as well, and I'll switch those from in between those. The quercetin in order to try to not catch something viral coming around. And the elderberry is basically doing the same thing, probably from different angles, trying to keep your immune system right. I have not tried the probiotics. I don't know if those are gummies, anyways. I don't know if I've ever heard of probiotic gummies. I don't know that they are. I really can't see. But they got the probiotic, which I wouldn't mind looking into. Haven't looked into that myself. Lately, what I've been doing for probiotics is, if you go to a good store, not every store, but if you go to certain stores, you can find what's called kefir or kefir. I don't know how to something, but you find it in the dairy aisle, and that's your best bet, man. Whenever I go to HEB, I go to the kefir, considering everything in the yogurt section, even those little small little salud little probiotic drinks. I go for the kefir because that's the best for your value. And for maybe 1 or 2 weeks straight, I could take a little swig of the kefir, let's say in the morning, and that's gonna hit me up with probiotics, and I can do that. The kefir, even though it's dairy, I don't know why, I guess because of how it's fermented, it'll last you for a good 2 weeks. It won't go bad, and so every day I kind of enjoy that, give myself a little shot of the probiotics by itself. And then also, it's going off on a tangent. I also like to get in a little pickle, no daddy, right? Actual pickle from cucumbers. Because that'll also help you with probiotics. It's the vinegar inside. Just even the vinegar by itself is good for probiotics too as well. And just because I had those, that's why I haven't tried the probiotics from the AlexJonesStore.com. That's the only reason why I haven't tried them yet. But I might get around to trying them and stuff. And, I got to get around to it. Well, before we go any further, of course, oh my gosh, I guess I clicked off it. But I clicked off it, but you do have a chance to win this truck. I never win anything like that. No, shout out to um, Kirk Elliott. I almost forgot his name, but he's my man. Shout out to Kirk Elliott because he made all my dreams come true and he made my Christmas a delight. But when it comes to raffles, I don't ever win them. Y'all, somebody's out there winning them. People consistently, because whenever you buy anything, it's going to give you more entries to a raffle. So they're always having raffles in which they're giving away these trucks, and they're badass trucks. And if you win it, God bless, get going. I mean, you can't win if you don't play. That's the thing of it. But I do happen to know that you don't have to buy anything actually to in order to enter the raffle, so if you just even wanted to, uh, the the lowest amount if you for free sign on to the newsletter for free, then they'll enter you into the raffle, and so you can get in that way too as well. But the more stuff that you were to buy, if you were to buy stuff, and you can finagle discounts, big ass discounts, get up to 50% off right here. That's not a joke. People, but the thing is, it's sold out right now. But it's like I guess you could pre-order and stuff. You get I mean, know that it's coming. It's going to show up. It might be take a couple of weeks or, maybe a month, right? I don't think it would take longer than that. Plus, you get it 50% off. It's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good sales. And so I want to see real quick before we get up out of here what kind of stuff that they do have available because I know that they are definitely selling out of like a lot of stuff. And the selection is lacking. I totally agree, and I'm not. See, Alex Jones has a lot of fishes to fry, and he can't just make things happen. We all do know that, but of course, we do like to see a wide selection, and it's tough. It's tough when certain things are sold out. It's like how you going to sell something that's sold out. That's what Barfire said earlier, and I would agree. It's kind of hard. I wouldn't attempt to sell something that's already sold out. But some people are self they're probably doing it all the time. I'm not gonna pre-order the gummies. That's just to let you know, and I'm a dedicated Alex Jones product buyer. I'm not gonna pre-order them 'cause I don't have money like that. Some people out there do have money like that. There's people out there right now, and we don't know them, but they exist. I know they do. They do. I mean, I see them. There's people out there that's got money. For example, I don't drive anywhere here in town in San Antonio without seeing a Cybertruck. It's not the same Cybertruck. There are dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of Cybertrucks throughout the city of San Antonio. Right? Somebody's got money to throw around a little bit, right? So if I were that person and I was seeing that you're seeing down here, that's almost a 50% discount. Say if you had money and you didn't mind waiting like a month, you throw your money at this, you get about 50% discount just by pre-ordering it. Even then, I'm not gonna pre-order it because I don't have anything to do that sort of stuff. So also check out we got an ultimate iron and it's a lot of stuff's coming in gummy form. And just gotta make sure that these gummies are the best of the best, and they certainly taste pretty damn good. Um, so I'm gonna look into that further because, like I've been saying, I'm a stickler. I'm a stickler for the best of the best. Exactly what I want and nothing that I don't want out of my supplements. All right. So I don't know too much about this Ultimate Iron. I gotta let you know, gummies with vitamin C. That sounds like it might be a good idea. I to this point I know zero about iron. I've heard of people being iron deficient. Shoot, I've even heard of people being copper deficient, which is something that's never ever discussed. You always hear about people being iron deficient, but you don't never hardly hear anybody talking about being copper deficient. I'm not very knowledgeable on either one of those things, but it might be something to look into. Like, real quick, I'm gonna just click on it and see what it tells us. In a few words, we're not going to read all these words, but in a few words, I want to know what's going on with this iron plus with vitamin C gummies. These aren't just any iron supplements. I don't know nothing about iron supplements, do you? This is the ultimate iron supplement with immune boosting vitamin C. I'm guessing they work synergistically, is what I would imagine. It's crafted to keep you in the fight. What the flip? We are in a fight, I suppose you'd say. It's designed to support healthy red blood cells and boost collagen repair and optimize blood oxygen levels. These gummies are the front line of defense against the poisons and deficiencies the elites are throwing at us. Now, I imagine that it's probably like truth to what's being said right there. I had to look into it further because lots of times big words and stuff and science gets thrown at me. I'm just like, "What the hell are you talking about?" So I gotta look further into that. I don't believe I understand what's happening, but iron's probably a good idea for people, is what I'm thinking. See if I can go back. Alright, the one thing that I already do have, I got it just the other day because I take a turmeric, supplement, and it's for years now. This is before the heart surgery, if you remember back then, this is before then. I would say at least for a year before then or even probably more. Turmeric supplements. I think if I had to guess, I really started getting into turmeric supplements, especially, when I got into CrossFit. I was in CrossFit for a long not a long time, a while, maybe half a year, and this was years ago, alright? CrossFit, and it made me sore as hell, man. You pretty much all but die going to CrossFit, and it can be argued how beneficial that is. It's tough, though, and it's gonna break your muscles down, right? And I noticed that especially for a store that the turmeric, be it bodies or there was other various turmeric, products that they had available, that would greatly noticeably reduce the soreness that I would incur from just breaking my whole body off over there at CrossFit. And so for me, that was very much a big deal, and that's why I got it. And then I think I came to find out over some time that there's even more, and it's like it has to do with inflation, but not inflation, inflammation, but there's more than that. There's all sort of benefits to turmeric. So I never stopped taking turmeric. And there's been only a couple of times when I've run out of turmeric. I don't like running out of it, especially now within that I have like medicine that I take to keep my blood a certain kind of way. The turmeric, believe it or not, that also plays a big part in how your blood is doing, right? And so I take turmeric for many different reasons now as well. The gummies I got the gummies and received them just the other day, and I think I've taken the gummies maybe 2 or 3 times now. I was interested because, if you ever been around turmeric, you used to ate Indian type food or something, the turmeric has an interesting flavor. And the thing is, I was kinda interested in finding out how that they made this flavor work in a gummy. I gotta say, it was pretty good too. The turmeric, is pretty good as gummy, alright? So I definitely vouch for that. Optimal Human, haven't had it yet. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about the Optimal Human recently. I wanna say Joe Rogan. I wanna say, the twins, from the Twins pod. You know who I'm talking about, the Hodge twins. I think they did promote Optimal Human as well, but it's sold out right here, so you can't get it. What else can we get real quick? Ultimate Cleanse. I think I wanna say that actually I already got that Ultimate Cleanse. Yeah, I bought that a while back. It'll cleanse you. If you need some cleansing, it'll cleanse you pretty damn good. I split it up myself personally, into 2. What I did is I went for 15 days using it, which is just like a capsule before you go to sleep. It's nothing real big. Use it for 15 days straight, and then I'm gonna wait a while, build up more toxins, build up more stuff in my gut to cleanse, and then I'm gonna take the another 15 days to give myself 2 opportunities to be cleansed, bub. I want 2 opportunities. The hydroforest, I might let y'all know about that here pretty soon. But I think especially when it's talking about the prices, we're gonna get into it more later. But yeah, that's a steep price. People look at that and say, "Man, I don't have no $52," and stuff like that. I can understand that. I really can. But at the same time, and this is the reason why I get into this sort of stuff, you're gonna have like, Actually, in this canister, gosh, man, I had to be honest, it's probably gonna be about 16 servings if I'm gonna guess. Let's see if it's probably the same over here, how many servings. So about hydration, I'm pretty sure it says like I love back of the deal. Yeah. Okay, so check this out. I was actually wrong. According to them, 30 servings in the canister, right? So that means on 30 separate days, you can get the benefits of, the Hydroforce, have a nice tasty drink. And yeah, it costs $52, but when you think about it, that's well less. That's less than $2 a serving. And meanwhile, of course, you go to the store or anywhere else, you buy any sort of drink and you're gonna be paying like $3, right? We all know that. So it's actually worth it. It's worth it, especially when you consider not only the multivitamin nature of it, but if you were to want to, if you to if you were to want to go to the store or go to the internet and buy electrolytes, oh, they're gonna flavor them nice and this and that. And they're gonna be tasty. You're gonna pay out your nose for electrolytes. All right, that's gonna cost you some money. You can get both birds with one stone and wind up actually, believe it or not, saving a lot of money by going that route. I got people up on my device and they're texting me right now. I'm gonna see what the hell they're saying. Man, by Friday, he just sent me a link. Oh, well, I got a link. All right, hold on. I'll holler at you about it later. But in the meantime, let's close it out, man. Just because I want to get my wherewithal what they have right now. They do have entry like 14.95, 99. All right. You might say, and I forget how many servings. Oh, it's 10 servings. It's 10 little gummy bags. I just gotta let you know. And there was some confusion about that. And I gotta holler at people. It's not a scam, but I think it's something that's kind of overlooked. And it gave me the wrong impression. Right. And I just want to be forthright with telling everybody because I think it's just something that's overlooked. It's something that actually kind of got me a loop. Okay, so they changed it. Good. All right, because it used to be right here. If you go here on the website, it used to say 30 servings. And when I bought it, I was thinking, okay, it's gonna have 30 gummies. No, it didn't. It has 10. So now they fixed the problem. I'm not blaming anybody. And thank God that they got it fixed. So it doesn't cause more confusion. There's 10 servings, right? And if you do the math, it's not just about math. I mean, it's a delightful gummy, dude. Like I said, I don't know if I've ever had a gummy as good. This might be the King Daddy of all gummies I've ever had. Um, says $15. This is for 10 servings. Think about all the energy drinks or whatever that you might get. How much is that per thing? It's like $1.50 per serving. Lord knows you can easily spend like $3 getting one of these drinks out here. Why? Well, because they're sort of enjoyable. But if you had these on hand, you wouldn't really need to spend all that kind of money. Plus, this is delightful. And not only that, even though the energy drinks, they have a fairly instant. And one more thing I wanted to share about them. We'll talk more about it later. The energy gummies. But for this time, I did also want to share. The energy drinks, they're fairly instant for the most part. I'll get you wrapped up real quick. The gummies, I don't even know how to describe it. As it's melting in your mouth and filling you with delight, I know, pause, no diddy. But as it's doing that, I swear you're gonna feel the electricity, no diddy, in your mouth. I swear upon it, you're gonna feel electricity. You're gonna this tingly sensation is gonna happen in your mouth and from your mouth, and it's gonna go down into your belly. And all while it's doing that, it's gonna cause energy. I swear to you, you're gonna feel it. It's very instantly. It's got less caffeine content, I gotta tell you, than most of your energy drinks out there, right? But the reason why is because they're comboing it with taurine, guarana, and B12 at the same time. In certain dosages, I gotta let you. no, in my experience, combine all these 4 things, even though it's less caffeine, you're gonna feel the same amount of tweaked out. You're gonna be wired. I Isn't that why we do it? We wanna get tweaked out, wired, right? You don't feel that without these gummies. It's well worth it. The CMOS sold out. We just can't know what the CMOS is doing. If I was better prepared, I'll show you like Alex Jones working out or something like that. Just to let you know that he's caught the Macho Madness and pretty damn hard. And, I don't mean to talk about another man like this, but I just gotta let you know he's been hitting the CMOS. He's got his own private stash of CMOS, and he's going gorilla, dude. He's going barrel chested gorilla on people. I don't know if you've seen him lately. He's lost some mad weight. He's like really about to kick some asses. Right? If you want to get on that train, I feel like I'm kind of on that train. I might not be the best. Not yet. But I think I'm on that train as well. You might be on that train. Macho Man is not giving an F. And one get gummies that get you the Macho Madness if you want to do all that and stuff, man. I would say it's a good idea. All right. I would. We've been here about damn near an hour, and that was pretty good. I got some other stuff to do to include study crypto, the world of crypto, and I mean it, y'all. It's the way of the future. You might think I'm whimsical. I think you're whimsical, dude. If you don't understand that Bitcoin is the way of the future, then I think you're whimsical. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna try to do that a little bit. Do some more research, find out what's what, so I could tell you even more about the alexjonesstore.com because I'm going to do it every time. Say why? Because I freaking want to, dude. My goal is to get enough people to buy alexjonesstore.com products to the point is that I don't have to buy them. I just get them for free. If I get that accomplished, that's my job is done, buddy. And that seems pretty attainable. And we're gonna definitely go about that, but also, talk trash too, because dude, what is January the 4th? We all know January the 1st was a shit show. The second was a shit show. The third, although maybe less so, it too was a shit show. All right. What are we on fourth? What's happened today? I have not even looked into it. All right. I'm sure it's nuts. Whatever's happened today. And the day is not even over. Some more crazy stuff will happen. And we're going to talk about it all while we talk about catching Macho Man. So we're going to talk about it at the same time. All right. I'm going to give you some links if you don't already see. The thing is, you can bypass me. You don't even need to take my links. All right. You can just take my word for it. Go and check out the AlexJonesStore.com and get an even greater discount by, certain things becoming a VIP member and stuff like that. There's different sales that you can catch at certain times, get mad discounts on stuff that's not going to cost you to have Macho Madness. And I got to say it a million times. I will die saying it. These things don't give you Macho Madness. The Macho Madness might, if you let it might encapsulate you and it might encumber you and all sort of damn electricity, and it's gonna get you with all sort of muscles, and they're gonna be glistening, and all no diddy and everything. Everything's gonna be glistening, right? Rippling in the damn sun and in the breeze like it's a freaking woman's romantic novel cover or some stuff. It's gonna look like you've been oiled down. You're gonna have Macho Madness that way, but it starts from within. All right. In my experience, from what I've seen, it doesn't start from without. All right. If people wanting to like sell you things and get money, God bless them. That's what they want to do. Sell you things, get money. Maybe it's good that what they're selling to you. Right. Um, I forget where I was going with that. All right. What the hell were we talking about? I forget what Macho Madness. Oh yeah, this is what we were talking about. It's that it comes from within. We're gonna talk about it to no end later because it's a lifestyle. It's gonna be for life, if anything, if nothing else, is gonna a lifestyle of macho madness. And the thing is, I have to admit to you, none of the supplements at the AlexJonesStore.com are going to infuse you with macho madness. That's not how it works. Because I know a lot of people think that there's something out there like to this day, and there's other stuff, but I swear to you, people are injecting venom into their bellies, into their own bellies with needles in order to like get not as fat as they are. Meanwhile, it's not gonna make you muscular. You're just gonna get not as fat from dying from the venom. If people are going to those drastic measures, and even though you can get some stuff that's not venom, and you can get some stuff that's good for you, be it fish oils, be it multivitamins, be it electrolytes, be it this and that, this stuff's good. It's not going to cause you to have macho madness. Macho madness starts from within for no money, for free. Gotta get up out of here. But to anybody out there who's listening, the macho madness, because I know a lot of people get confused. You're not going to buy a supplement to fill you with the macho madness. Not even these energy gummies are going to do it. Yeah, you get all wired up. The macho madness starts with you. All right, and so what basically people need to do is get active, get physical. Now, if they don't want to, it's really there's nothing I could do about it. But I'm just saying that's how you catch the macho madness. And when you notice that you're doing all sort of physically um, arduous things and very uh, just manly things, the more that you do it, the more you might need these supplements. You get me? You're gonna put such wear and tear into your physique that it's gonna need these supplements. They are the best of the best. They are pretty well usually the lowest of price. And if you know, then you know. If you're out there catching the macho madness, you already should know that you should want. I'm telling you right now is what you want. I know what you want. I'm telling you right now where you can go, the AlexJonesStore.com. And the thing is, a lot of stuff sold out, but a lot of stuff's coming back. If you've not caught the macho madness from within, sadly, I gotta say, don't even bother wasting your money. It's gonna be a waste of your money. But I'll holler at y'all. I think we got a lot of stuff done, man. I appreciate it. I'll holler at y'all a little bit later with some well read research to share with y'all. I'll holler.